Now, just a day after Saif al-Islam, the son of the former Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi, was arrested while apparently trying to flee the country, Libyan officials have grabbed another fugitive from the former regime. This time it's Gaddafi's former intelligence chief, Nabila Al Sanussi, who was arrested on Sunday. I'm joined now by Nabila Ramdani, a journalist and expert in Middle Eastern and North African politics. First of all then, how big a catch is Al Sanussi?
Well, Al Sanussi is probably the biggest catch, in fact, and probably bigger than Saif al Gaddafi, who's, of course, the son of his father, but he won't have, much to say about his father's secret and his father's, intelligence, as opposed to Al Sanussi, who devoted himself to security and intelligence within Libya. And he was, Al Sanussi was not just a very sinister henchman, he was in fact family as well to Gaddafi. He was his brother-in-law, and he will know exactly what kind of atrocities took place for the obvious reason that he would have been involved in them. He has been on Gaddafi's side since the beginning of Gaddafi's coming to power when he made his coup in 1969, and his reputation for repression stretches back to the 1970s. So this is someone who will have an awful lot to do, not only about the atrocities committed by the regime in Libya, but also abroad.
You wonder how soon we're going to find out what exactly he has to say, because the fighters that took him aren't going to hand him over until there's a new government, are they?
Yes, absolutely. And this is, the major difficulty that the National Transitional Council is facing. It's proving extremely difficult to hand over, for the Zintan Brigade, to hand over both Saif al-Islam Gaddafi and Al Sanussi to the National Transitional Council to put them on trial in Tripoli. But the Zintan Brigade claims that they're doing so for the security of both Saif and Sanussi, because they claim that there are so many militias in in Tripoli, which are keen to lynch both men, that they are keeping them to keep them alive effectively and avoid the kind of scenes that we've seen associated with Gaddafi's ending. And the last thing they would want is to see both Saif Gaddafi and Sanussi being ripped to pieces by militias in Tripoli.
What about the possibility of them both being handed over to the International Criminal Court?
Well, that's a possibility. Looks very flimsy indeed for the obvious reasons that Gaddafi didn't sign the Rome Statute and wasn't part of the ICC agreement, which makes it almost impossible for the NTC to extradite both men to The Hague. And also the NTC made it abundantly clear that they would like to see Libyan citizens tried at home and hence try themselves the new justice system, and that's how they've put it, and they've actually voted to have these two men tried in Libya.
Thank you very much indeed for that. That's Nabila Ramdani.